and is a conservative coin collector. And as you all know, I like to record my videos in my room. Let me show you a little around my room, shall I? Here is my lamp. This is Mod Podge. This is what I use to make my coin table. This is my window that wakes me up every morning. When I first started making videos in my room, I'd use this map as my background. And over here is where the problem is. Yes, this is my childhood bedroom, and I'm going to make it more of an adult recording bedroom. So how am I going to do that? Well, I have this box here, and the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to get this cabinet out of here. And I'm going to get this cabinet out of here and move my keyboard. My coin safe I'm going to shove in my closet temporarily. And I want to find a place for this. This chair that I don't ever sit in, but this chair was something special to me because I made it in woodshop in high school. And it's like the thing I'm most proud of making in woodshop in high school. I have a couple of spoons downstairs I made, but it's not the same. So the first thing I'm going to do is get this cupboard cleared off. And this cupboard used to have sheets and stuff in it for the rest of the house. But when I was at work yesterday, my mom came in here and cleared all the sheets out of here because they weren't mine to begin with. They were just for the whole house. And the first things first, let's get the shelf cleared off. A couple of things. Old picture of me and my dad. My childhood teddy bear. This thing's 25 years old. Still something special. And a knife I got at a Christmas white elephant a couple years back. But the first thing I'm going to clear off are all my Guinness World Record books. And on the top of the pile, I have 2025. I'm going to get you set up and maybe get you in for a time lapse of me clearing all the stuff off the shelf here. What I was going to try to do is set this camera up and have a time lapse, but I can't figure out a good way to set the camera up here. So here's what I'll do. I'll just take a book, for example, my high school yearbook, put it down there. And I want to show you my second favorite collection, my Guinness World Record collection. Outside of my coins, this is a collection I have been collecting even longer than coins. Now, a lot of these books are from before I was born. I was born right about here. And then they got 2000, and then up here I got 2021 to 2015, and 2014 to 1990. I have 35 years of Guinness World Record books. All very colorful, all my favorites. They are going to wind up in this box. But considering I can't figure out a good angle for a time lapse, you're going to have to go with that. Okay, the shelf is empty. Apparently there's a nasty little thing right there. Of course, this shelf is like 30 years old. Now, top things. Now, all my Guinness books are in this box here. I had my mom come up and help me with it because I didn't know where I was going to move it to, what was going to happen, but considering these aren't going to leave my room, this box is heavy and it's not going to go anywhere. There are 35 Guinness books in there from 1990 to 2025. 35 years of records. My Trump hat will go on my bed. My bed is going to be a pile of clothes and all this nonsense probably for a while. But it's a nice big one, so hopefully it's not too bad. This I could just take downstairs. This had copper pennies in it. And I did a video where I took them all the Coinstar and just basically gave them up. Picture of me and my dad. My dad gave this one to me, and I'm gonna keep it in my room for a while. Teddy can just go there. knife box. Don't know what I'm going to do with that. What I am going to want to do is put my candles in this box here. I got sparkling cinnamon, Sicilian lemon, orange dreamsicle, pumpkin cinnamon swirl, fresh bench, what's this? Granny Smith, clean cotton, coconut, and honey clementine. Now, I totally forgot I had pumpkin cinnamon swirl here. I'm going to want to smell it. Yep, smells like pumpkin cinnamon swirl. Oh, this is funny. This is from when I was first starting to vote Hillary for president. The funny part is, I couldn't vote in the 2016 election because I was 17 years old. What else is on the shelf here? Oh. I have some magnets here I'm going to stick on this shelf right now. I don't want to be too loud because I still have people sleeping in my house, despite it being afternoon. And an old picture of my dad. Time to move these candles. This is probably the weirdest thing that I own. I used to have braces as a teenager, and this is a mold that took of my teeth before I got them on in like 2010. So I think this is the bottom. This is the top. It's supposed to be like this, but I had teeth that were very twisted and not too nice looking. They're probably back to that way because I haven't had braces in a while. I don't know, but it's funny to look back at my old clay mold of the teeth I had at like 10 years old. And this shelf is empty. It's going to take multiple people to drag it out of my room. And the next thing to go are going to be that, and that, and that. Those two things have my name on it. These two things don't. But I made that, and that in kindergarten. That was 2004. So to give an idea, these have been hanging on my wall since probably 2004. So it's been about 20 years since I put these on my wall. And it would be nice to get them off my wall. And I don't want to throw them out, but maybe I'll give them to my mom. She'll probably put them in her hope chest because it would be nice to not get rid of them, but to also not keep them here to make my room look like a room of a 20-something-year-old versus my childhood bedroom. Because it's been my childhood bedroom for my whole life, and it's just time for a change. My room has changed a lot over the years, but this is the biggest change I'm making to it. Welcome to my journey. Oh, and one more thing. I won't hold my camera anymore. I just realized that I'm shaking it horribly and probably giving you all motion sickness. The shelf is gone. It's no more. It's just a bare floor. You can tell this is where it used to sit here. It's sat in my room for many, many years. This used to hold coins, popsicle sticks. That's a ball with a pattern of a chocolate chip cookies. This was an impulse buy when my work was selling sports and beach balls in the summertime. I guess I have had a cookie ball before. So one thing I want to do is I'm going to inspect the floor for any coins or anything that can't be sucked up by the vacuum cleaner. And the next step will be getting that off, this off, and that one off too. The area around here is all vacuumed up. And I like this vacuum because you can actually see what you sucked up and toss it in the garbage afterwards. It's nicer than having to get garbage bags and then toss garbage bags after a couple of days. It's just kind of a waste of money. So get yourself a bag vacuum with a canister and you don't have to deal with garbage bags. My next step, next to getting all that down, is figuring out emptying this bookshelf and then getting my keyboard and everything all that cleaned and out of here. But I think for right now, the goal is to get my, this is what it looked like in kindergarten, minus the hair and the eyes and the mouth. Cute little rainbow, and the 2 things with my name on it. That's going to be the next step. Thanks to a little help from my mom, everything is down. It's all right here. To start with, it was all dry butcher paper. On top of that, they have been on my wall since 2004. That was when I was in kindergarten, 20 years ago. And the next thing to come down is this border. I had some more border right up there and right there, but that all fell down years ago. This border is the next thing to come down, and I can't quite reach because I am a very, very tall 5'7", but hopefully this comes off without a fight. It's coming off, but I may have to get a scraper or glue gun or something. Look at the wall here. You'll see there's a spot. This is something called glue gun. I should put it on my wall to try to unstick the stickers. And the stuff does work. Sometimes it does, sometimes it takes a while, but it's been a couple hours and the stickiness is gone. It actually smells nice and smells like orange. So I can get that stickiness off the wall here. And then use a wet sponge to just get the rest of the glue gun off of there. It's going to be a wet spot on the wall. There's going to be a couple wall wet spots from the glue gun and the sponge here, but they'll soon dry. And when I'm done with that, I'm going to get this bookshelf out of here. It's a cheaply made, cheaply constructed bookshelf I put together myself, and it's kind of unstable. You can see. Stable bookshelves. We're not supposed to do this. But let's get a couple more spots. Tape is definitely coming off nice. But I have to have 2 hands, so I'll see you while this is removed. This is cool little progress update. If you take a look at up there, you see that dark stripe? That was the color of my paint before the sun bleached it. That was when it was first painted 20 some odd years ago. This is the color right after being sun bleached by that window, that window. All we've got left to do is that piece of border, and yeah, time to paint. Trying to find a color swatch that matches my room. Got all the paints over here. Hopefully I can find something that looks maybe a little darker than what I have going on. Back home, got the paint. Got some rollers, got a paint edger, and I want to show you, this is the color my room was going to be. If I can get you in the light. Bluestone Path. So this is the color of my room now, so it's going to be darker. And if I stand up, I see that stripe there. It's a little bit darker than what it was for sure. It's not like powder blue like it's going to be used to be. But at the hardware store, the guy that mixed up the paint, very nice guy. He talked a little bit, and he put a paint swab on and dried it. And it's definitely going to be a little bit lighter. It's pretty much going to be the same, if not just maybe like a hair lighter. You really can't tell on camera. But this is going to stay in my room. And I'm not going to paint it tonight. As you can see, it's nighttime. It's about 7 o'clock. From everything that you have seen thus far, It took about 7 to 8 hours to get this border off, get the shelves, get everything all organized and out of here. Well, organized, well, putting bushels is more like it. And I still have my keyboard underneath my keyboard, and I got a lot to go. So I'm not going to be doing much of anything else tonight. Night 1 of my room project is being completed. See you on day 2. Okay, I lied. I'm going to give you one more update. It's currently 9:44 p.m. right now, and the border is gone. There were some pieces that were stuck around. My poor mom was the one who had to get the rest of the border down. It was a pain in the rear to get it down centimeter by centimeter. But it's down, and she is ready to paint. But that's going to be tomorrow's problem. Big update. The wall has been painted. It is currently 7:40 p.m. the next day, and I had a big shift at work, so this was all done while I was gone. And you can tell my camera it's a darker blue than the blue that is on my wall that was not painted. And this wall still has a border on it. This border was a nightmare to take off, so this wall will come in the future, but probably not the near future. Once this all dries, my goal is to get my bookshelf up. My bookshelf will be standing where that actually used to be my closet, but we found out it connected to my sister's room, and I gave her that closet, but she doesn't need it right now because she's in college and she'll be back home. Long story short, she still needs this closet, and I walled it off and gave it to her. And my closet right now is this hole in the wall here. I'm going to get all of this stuff on my bookshelf and my shredders and everything on the keyboard all cleared out, and I'm going to move the keyboard to probably where this plug is. That way, this door here is access to the roof. That can be accessed in the rare occasion it needs to be accessed. So that'll be the next step. Get everything on my bookshelf all organized and get the keyboard moved here. And this is going to be the final step for right now. At least for right now. The final step will be getting all this organized and my keyboard moved. I'm not sure about this other half of my room, but this is going to be the part of the room you see while I film. So the other half may not get touched. We'll have to see. Got my piano moved. Used to be over by that door, and that is a silhouette picture of me from first grade. Got my old shredder there. All my well, to put it in terms, I'm gonna put it on all my crap I gotta put on my bookshelf was all stuffed in the closet here, and there's all my books. My bookshelf was supposed to come today, and it didn't. It's supposed to be here by 10 p.m. tomorrow. It got delayed. And it never would have gotten built today anyway, since, like I said, I had a big shift at work. But with my piano being moved, and my bookshelf being where my closet used to be right here, we are this much closer to getting me and this much closer to having a brand new room, pretty much. I also want to show you the contrast and the color. If I can show you. Old, new color, old color. It is much darker, and I'm hoping to get all this painted and the border gone in the future. I probably said it already, but this area here doesn't normally get shown on camera. This area would get shown, and as you can see, it looks much better without all the drawings there and my just stuffed bookshelf there. I'm so excited to get my bookshelf here and built, and when it eventually does come, that'll be the next update. We'll be getting that built and my stuff put back on the bookshelves. Day 2, day 3, I've lost track. I don't know anymore. But things got a little bit crazy. My bookshelf arrived at about 8 o'clock p.m. And if the camera around, I can show you. The camera will focus. It is 12:52 a.m. So from about 8 p.m. to 1 a.m., I have been working nonstop. And shout out to my mom for helping me. My keyboard got moved. And there's still quite a bit of stuff on my keyboard. Or piano, whatever you want to call it. But I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. And I have a chair I have to put up here yet. But she's working. She's working, and I could definitely record more keyboard songs in the future. But considering I'm mostly about coins, let me know what you want to see down below. My bookshelf came. I could turn it and kind of show you like the long way. It's about 6 feet tall. And the second and third shelves, I put my Guinness books on. The lower shelf has 1990 all the way to 2011, and the top shelf has 2012, 2025, and then some. The very bottom shelf just has some random books. The top shelf has some old phone books, some old journals, my Time magazines, and my yearbook, and books like that. And my shelf has my candles. This shelf, on the very top shelf, has my Trump hat, and just a couple of other things. Oh, that's clean and organized. Keyboard's somewhat clean and organized. I got my teeth mold from when I had braces. This is a Peanut Butter Gamer X Arthur U2s that I got. I was going to do a video on it, but it was just very low quality, and I didn't want to put it out there. This was a nightmare. So I got this clean and organized, and this is what you're going to see in my background from now on. Let's see, say I do a background shot here. You're going to see my bookshelf and my keyboard, and you're not going to see any more childhood bedroom. I made it my own little recording area. And I still have half a room that is painted the old color, and I still have the border up. But I'm not going to worry about that right now, because the only things you're going to see while recording my intros and outros and stuff is what I'm showing you in the background here. It is done. My room is remodeled partially. And who knows, in the future, if I do the other half, I may let you know. But everything's pretty much going to stay the way it is for right now. I definitely have a little more organized than I want to do off camera, because it's just not good content. So with that being said, I'm the Conservative Coin Collector, and stick around for more coin and coin collecting content, because this is a giant one-off, and I spent way more on this video than I do on all my regular ones. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned for more coins and coin collecting. And until next time, I'm signing off. So long, YouTube.